Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm getting started back on the 650 V-Star Classic. I got parts that has came in. I have a battery cover. Went ahead and just got them chrome because it wasn't but just a few dollars more. So I got the chrome side covers. I got the piece that came in for the air box, because this part was missing. Did not have this part, and you cannot just buy just that part. And anyway, got lucky and found one that you had to buy this, the part that goes on the carburetors plus the duct work right there. But at least it did come with all the clamps, even though it is used. But hey, I needed this part right here, so spent a little bit more than what I wanted to, but at least I got it. And I was thinking that was going to be brand new, but not the case. But anyway, what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the air box and everything together, the breather, the air filter, put everything together, put some gas in it, crank it up and see how it's going to run. And hopefully it'll do better, because I notice it's getting way too much air for it to run like it's supposed to. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and put the box on it, because I probably ain't going to bother to film it because the bike is still sitting on the trailer. I have not wanted to remove the bike off the trailer just in case it's junk. Now I just take it to the house, unload it at the house. That way I ain't got to fool with loading it back up if it does not work right. Okay, well, with that said, let me go ahead and get started on this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and stick everything together, put some gas in it, fire it up. Hopefully everything will work out. All right. I'll see y'all in just a minute or two. Okay, now that I got all of the air box, everything put together, air filter, all that, now let's put some little gas in it and let's see how she's going to work. Let's see. I think that'll be enough, because I don't want to run it too long. I just, want to see how it's going to do with the air box and everything. Another thing is find out if I got to choke it or not. Get up here on the trailer. Let it pump some gas into the carburetors. Maybe that'll be enough. Let's see. Gonna have to choke it, y'all. Okay, choke is off. Brake light's working. Both cylinders hitting. Got to fix this bulb right here. These does not come on. Still got a few things, odds and ends to do. I'm looking at the carburetor, make sure I ain't got no leakage. Everything's looking good. I got to pull this cover off, put the chrome one on. Let's see. I got to finish up on the gas tank. Matter of fact, I got a few things I need to show on that as far as it goes for putting that gauge on. What I did, I found some clips, and I'll just have to show y'all in a minute. I'm not too crazy about that backfiring. It sounds like still a lean condition. And I'm wondering, I know everything is on and it's sealed around the carburetor. And I know that's sealed too. That's not making sense to me. I know probably what I might end up needing to do is open up the air fuel at the idle. Let's see if I can remember where them things is at. I think they're on the other side. Doggone it. That means to get to them, I'm going to have to remove the ductwork. Dadgummit. Yeah, because I don't see them over here. They're going to be on the other side. Oh well. Pour a little bit more gas in there. That ought to be enough to let it get warmed up good. I still like to know how come these wires is getting a little warm right in here. Yeah, it's starting to pick up on the idle now. It's starting to warm up. Yep, that's another thing too. You need to make sure it's good and warm before you do any adjustments on it. Let's see, which cylinder is backfiring here? Feels like the front one. What it feels like to me. Yep, she's getting good and warm now, so because the idle has picked up on it. Back the idle down just a little. Just a fraction. Okay. Yeah, I'll just have to mess with that later on as far as it goes for the backfiring, because that just sounds like to me it's a lean condition. When you let off on the throttle, it's getting too much air, not enough fuel. So that kind of tells me that the air fuel adjustments, I need to open them up just a little bit. Okay, well, I'll be right back. I need to get started on this, the gas tank and all. And I'm going to show y'all what I was talking about on that cluster here in just a minute or two. Hey folks, I have found what some of the problem was. Listen how this thing revs now. It revs a lot better. And what I done, this little screw right up in here, let's see, keep the light on it and point to it. That screw right there, the synchronizing screw, what I done, I turned it to the left a quarter of a turn and it started running faster. So I got it to a half a turn now and it's doing a lot better. Need to pour some more gas in it, because it's about out of gas. I was thinking about just stopping on it, you know, go ahead and get started on that tank. I need to get started on that tank, but this right here I felt like was very important. I needed to point that out to y'all right quick, like it was the synchronizing part. In other words, one carburetor was lagging. In other words, wasn't enough air fuel, or enough fuel, should I say. That's the problem. That's where my lean condition was. So I might be good on the air fuel mixtures at the idling. Yeah, everything seems to be sounding real good right now to me. Okay. Alright, well, let me get started on that other stuff before, you know, I get this video too long. Okay, be right back. Hey, I'm back at the tank now. I got a little rat tail file, and what I'm gonna end up having to do, I'll show you in just a second. These holes, I'm gonna have to slot them just a little. Let me get these little screws out of the way and I'll show you what I have done. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see down in there, especially a dark hole. But the threads is offset just a little. And what I'm going to end up having to do is slot, because these are setting down some. Let's see, I snugged that one down. Yeah, if you can see right there that I'm going to have to slot these two down and this one up, if I'm not mistaken. And really, I shouldn't have to slot that back one, I'm thinking. But it's showing me it's not to be centered. Alright, and here is what is causing everything not to be centered. The grommets you can't get that I know of, this right here, them edges, is what's keeping all this from going down around. And I thought about, you know, might trim some of that down or something, but next thing you know, you're gonna weaken it, and you don't need that breaking loose, because if it breaks loose, you ain't never gonna be able to take this part off again without busting it or something. So yeah, that still don't look quite right. Let's see. Yeah, right there at the center of that hole. I wonder if I can bring that clip on down just a little bit more to center that up. Let's see. Okay. Let's see, did I ring it? Nope, I did not. Okay. Where is that hole at now? Okay, I got it started. Now it's showing to be to the back side. Where these are still, you can see right there, I'm going to have to slot these down, and I might get lucky and leave that back one alone. Now that bolt that I'm using, it's going to be just a little bit long. I need to washer it up because I don't need it going into the tank. These right here, they plenty of clearance in there, but this back one, I got to be careful on it. Let me remove this. I'm going to go ahead and slot these. I might slot them off camera. Save some footage or time. Okay, be right back. I have got the hole slotted. That little rat tail file worked out perfect. A lot better than I was thinking it was going to. Anyway, I got everything. I got all these slotted down. And I was messing around with this back one, and I slotted it down just a little. Just enough that the bolt, instead of it being in there at an angle, it's more straighter. But at the same time, I'm gonna have to washer this one up because, see how close it is right here? I mean, it is very, very, very close. And I don't need it going into the tank. So I'm gonna have to put me a little spacer or something in here just to kind of hold it up to where it won't go into the gas tank. All right, now let me go ahead and put the fuel switch on it and I'll get the seals on and everything, get the bolts on it, get them tight. Then I can start installing this gas tank, and it's going to be fun getting them wires and stuff to come up through that little hole. Maybe it won't be so aggravating. Okay, be right back. Cut the fan off. Okay, as y'all can see, I have got the tank back on. This is the first time I have seen this bike with the gas tank on it. Alright, I poured some gas in it. I had a little gas. I poured some in it. Have not stuck the gas cap on it yet. Let's see. Okay, we're running. Alright, everything's tight. I got the gauge and all on. Everything's working there. Still ain't done nothing to the light. I ain't had time to. I'll get to that later. I'm running on reserve right now. Everything is looking okay. Let's see now. Alright, the neutral light's on. We got a backlight inside there. Let's see. Turn signals. Of course, now that is flashing like it's supposed to because it's working, but this one over here is not. That's how come it's flashing real fast. Let's see. Bright. Let's see. Yeah, I might need a let it idle up a little. Because the way it's flashing right there, yeah, that looks okay. I'm gonna idle her up just a fraction. Okay, now the seat, I need to throw the seat on, but before I do all that, I'm gonna go ahead, and I have definitely got to have some tires. Now they are dry rotted. I ain't never seen a set of tires dry rotted this bad. Let's see, the light's a little on the bright side. Let's see, did I cut it down to, let's see, something right here. Getting up and down off the trailer. Yep, I had the high beam on. That's how I come up with a little on the bright side. Let's see, gas cap. Now, that gas cap's supposed to be vented. If this gas cap is not vented, then the tank is going to be going into a vacuum, because there's no openings nowhere on this tank. I've looked for them, but they ain't nothing there. So that tells me, well, when we ordered this gas cap, well, when a friend of mine ordered the gas cap, I said, make sure it says vented. You know, make sure it has a vent in it. Because I run into the problem with that 1300, Honda 1300. I thought that little hose that goes back here at the back was open, but to come to find out it was collapsed inside. So when I unplugged it, it started running a lot better instead of acting up, because the tank was going into a vacuum. But anyway, I reckon that'll do it for this video. Hopefully it's not too awful long. But that's what you can do if you can't find them rubber pieces and all. Get you some clips put in there. You might have to take a rat tail file and oblong them or adjust it a little bit, just a little. But you get your little screws, and remember this back screw, it don't need to be long, or put some spacers on it or a thick washer or something to make sure that it's not going into the tank. Excuse me. I still need to get a rear view mirror. Well, this piece right here, because this is left-handed threads, this is right-handed threads. Okay. But yeah, I think I can possibly unload her and see how she's going to do. Matter of fact, let's see how that clutch is going to work right quick, like, before I even attempt to unload this thing. Make sure that is to where I think I might need to do something there, because that clutch is releasing on the outside almost, and it's like, I'm not liking that. Right there. And too, it's awful close right in there too. Now I can idle it back down just a little. I know I'm rambling on too much, y'all. But it's not a bad bike. It was this bike right here was donated to me from a friend of mine that worked down there at Madrid Senior Citizens. He was retiring from down there, and he just didn't care too much for the motorcycle. He liked the motorcycle, don't get me wrong, but he has a medical condition. He had a cancer, and it's just he don't want to take a chance on getting hurt or anything like that, and really I don't blame him. But yeah, this bike was donated to me. I have spent right at little over $300, around that range right there. On it so far. You know, still got to get tires for it, tag, insurance, and all this other stuff. But I just want to say thank you, Milton. I appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, that'll do this video. Thank you for watching.